Hello students, welcome back to the CITM online learning platform. I'm Kirti Sharma, working as an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management Gurugram. Today in the lecture series of Design and Analysis of Algorithm, we will discuss the traveling salesman problem, that is an application of the dynamic programming concept. So in the previous lecture, we have already covered the optimal binary search tree. That was also the application of the dynamic programming, in which we have already discussed like how we can use a table representation or table data structure in order to store the result of the previous functioning, and how to use the previous output to the next as an input of to the next function. So in order to reduce the time accessibility, or in order to provide the optimal solution to the problem, uh, there was a very important role of the table for representation. So dynamic programming DP plays its important role, and it simplifies a problem that is much more complicated to solve it out. So this particular design technique helps to solve the problem in the easy manner with the help of table representation or table form. So in previous in that particular problem, we already find out the optimal solution or optimal cost for the binary search trees. So there are multiple binary search trees, among which we successfully computed the optimal one with the optimal cost, that means minimum cost, where we uh, uh, where we find out the optimal binary search tree among all the binary search tree with the help of dynamic programming concept table representation. So in this lecture we will discuss the traveling salesman problem, and another problem that is depends on the table representation, and that is having the beautiful concept of the dynamic programming further as an application here. So let's start with the problem. The problem statement is: a traveler needs to visit all the cities from a list where distances between all the cities are known, and each city should be visited just once. What is the shortest possible route that he visits each city exactly once? No, he will not repeat the city. He will visit the city exactly once and returns to the original city again. So this is a problem statement for traveling salesman problem, in which a traveler have to visit all the cities that is having in the list. So exactly once he has to visit, and again at last he has to come back to the original city. So there is a need to find out the shortest possible route to cover all the cities exactly once. So in order to provide the solution to this problem, we need to understand like this traveling salesman problem is the most notorious problem, a computational problem actually. So we can use the brute force approach also to evaluate the every possibility to of the two, like to cover all the cities, and we can select the best one. But it will be very complicated to uh, trace all the possibilities and find the best one from them. So for n numbers of the vertices in a graph, if we are assuming n number of cities there in a list, so how many possibilities will be there? N minus 1 factorial possibilities will be there. So instead of using the brute force approach, it will be good to use the DP, dynamic programming, to find out the solution in the lesser time, because it will take the lots of time in it will take lots of time to evaluate the best one among all the possible routes. So with the help of brute force, so it's better to use the dynamic programming approach. So let's consider all the cities in a graph representation, so which consists of vertices and edges. Vertices are as in cities, and edges are the distance or route between from one city to another city, right? So let's assume it. So every edge consists of a weight here, and distance between the u and v vertex is represented as d of uv. You can assume is that like that, and distance must be in positive, it will be non-negative itself, right? So suppose we have a city one, and after that like we have to move on the other cities exactly one. So how we can divide that particular problem in the first of all, we need to compute the sub problems. Then after we can compute the overall path or route from to cover like all the vertices, or you can say all the cities need to travel once, exactly once. So for this purpose we have some set of cities here that is represented as a 1 2 3 up to n. That includes like one, j belongs to the s, of course. Here I'm taking s is a source node from where you are the from where the trip is starting, the person starting the trip, and j is the number of the like ending, like from where it is starting, and j is at the ending place. So we have to check it out. It should be positive point, like no negative, and the path cannot start from at the end itself, right? So must be some path to cover from one place to another. There is a formula to cover, like I think it's in the repeated form. This is a formula. So C is opposed to travel from the source node to all other remaining nodes, or all cities, in which we have to find the minimum one among whatever the node or whatever the city we have covered. Now we have to subtract it, or we have to just remove it from the set, whatever in which we have all the list of cities. We If we cover one city, then we have to remove it from the set of cities, because we have already covered, right? And the distance whatever we have already covered, we have to add it in the previous one in order to find out the cost. So we have to find out the minimum cost in order to cover all the cities or all the vertices. So let's start by taking an example. We can compute it. We can understand this problem in better manner. This is a problem here, algorithm here for this problem. So we will reduce this particular algorithm with the help of an example. So the time complexity of this algorithm is 2 raised to power n. This is 2 raised to power n. At most sub problems, as much sub problems are available, 2 raised to power n into n. So total running time will be order of 2 raised to power n into n square here, right? So how many subproblems are there? 2 raised to power n subproblem are there. 2 raised to power n into n subproblems. For each of them we have to calculate how much time it will take, and after running, total running time will be order of 2 raised to power n square. It's an NP hard problem actually, that we will discuss in the last unit of the syllabus, like NP, the complexities of the, how to analyze the complexities of the algorithms, like NP hard, NP complete, to polynomial, non-polynomial, that we will discuss later in the last unit. For now, I'm just telling you, like, this traveling salesman problem is an NP hard problem. So it's very complicated and complex problem to solve it out, because that's why its complexity is also coming in the exponential form here, right? So let's take an example to get the clarity over here. I have taken an adjacency like matrix form here to represent a graph here. So there are four nodes that we have to traverse here. There are the directions which are representing like from where to we have to go. This is representing the weights that are available on these particular nodes, from which are going from one point to the another point. Like 1 to 1 there is no path. 1 to 2, if it is going 1 to 2, what is the weight is here? 10. So as like this, all the weights are available here in this particular matrix. So we have this formula to follow in order to find out the optimal path, or with the minimum cost too. So what it is actually, g of is. So this is a function here. Here I is a one node from where you are starting, and again you have to come back over that node, but exactly that node. And what is the s? The list of the other vertices that you need to cover from one. So 2, 3, 4. These are the three other vertices that you need to cover from one itself. So the formula is mean of k belongs to s. What is the s value? 2, 3, 4 are the s value. So you need to find out for each and every k value here the cost. So again you have to use the same this particular formula here as a recursive manner. So and you have to reduce the k value, remove the k value from this particular list. So in the repeated manner, recursively we are using this formula. So dynamic programming is a non-recursive. So rather than using the recursive formula, we can solve it in the table representation with the help of dynamic programming. So to make our time to execute this particular problem in order to find out the optimal solution within the less time comparatively to the recursive problem solution. So let's start like how to compute it with the help of table representation. So first, when there is a need to compute it in the manually form, like how to evaluate the cost. Then after we will study we will discuss how to convert it into the table form, right? So let's start with the first node here. I'm starting here taking the first node and this particular formula. Right now I'm just dictating this particular formulation. How can we apply? After that we will short it up into the table form, right? So first node we are taking as a starting node. How many options are there from 1? You can either go to 2, second node, third node or fourth node. Any node you can move from 1, right? So what will be the formula? C of 1, 2. What is a 1, 2 here? Ik. I value is 1 here from where you are coming, and 2 is a k value if I am taking here, right? Plus g of 2 is from at which node you are exactly right now? Second node. If you are at the second node, whatever is left you have to write here in the list. 3, 4 you have left list. So this is the value of s here, right? If you are moving on 3 from 1, so I value is 3, k value is 3. Sorry, I value is 1, k value is 3. So see 1, 3, cost of 1, 3 node plus g of at which node you are right now at 3. Whatever is remaining except 3. If you're coming 1 to 3, then 2, 4 are left in the S list to cover in future. If you are covering 1 to 3, what is left over? Second and fourth node, because each and every node you have to cover once, exactly once. So whatever is left you have to write here in the S list here. So if you are coming from 1 to 4, then what will be the here? C of ik, that means 1 4 here. C of 1 4 plus g. If you are right now in the fourth node, then what is left here? 2 and 3. So you have to write here in the list of S here 2 and 3, right? Now further more you need to compress here, expand here. C12 value we have already, it's already given in the list here. C12 value, right? C12 value, what it is? It's 10, right? So we can write it C12, cost of 12 is 10. Same like is C13 and C14, it is given here. C13 is 15, C14 is 20. That we can directly write here 15 and 20, right? Now we need to compute this particular function again, right? These functions again. So we will expand these things. If we are on the 2 node second, then what will be the next node to traverse? That is 3. So we are taking here 3. Once there may possible you are taking 3, and it may possible you are taking 4. If you are taking 3, then again we have to write here from where you are coming. I value is 2. From 2 node 2 we are coming here. At what node you are coming? The k value is 3 here. So C23 is there. So next we need to find out the G34. Like if you are current right now on the third node, what is left over? Fourth node is left. Right? Same here. From where you are coming, I value is 2. And what is the k value? 4. So G of what is the right now? K value is 4. And 3 is left over in the list of the S here. If you are coming 2 to 4 here, right? So next thing, again you have a formula to calculate here, right? So again you need to find it out, right? So same thing you have to proceed here for each and everything, every possibilities here. So we will track all the possibilities here. Like either you can go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, then 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3. Each and every possibility is covered over here in this particular state space diagram. This is known as state space diagram actually. State space diagram or state space solution, you can say, diagram or solution, where all the possible solutions are assigned from which you have to find out the optimal one with the less cost. So there is a need in the last point here. What it is here, I'm just stressing this one. You can press all like remaining ones also. So right now we have to find the cost of 2 3. So what is the cost of 2 3? We have already the cost of 2 3. 2 3, this is 9, right? So I mentioned it 9 plus this is the, there is a need to calculate it. So next what we have as a k value, this is 4. So right now on the fourth node, so what we have here, c equals to from where I from where you are coming, third node, what is our k value? Ik 3 4, c34. So value of c34 is, that is mentioned here, 3 4 is 12 here, right? So I mentioned is 12 here. So g of 4, whatever is the left here in the list, after taking fourth node, nothing is left. That means null. When you come at the null, that means this is the ending point here, right? So what it's mean, you need to find out, evaluate this 4 null. What it's mean, you have already covered all the vertices. Now you have to come back to the starting vertex. And what was the starting vertex? Vertex 1. So there is a need to check it out, the value at 4 comma 1. Null means you have to come back to the starting point itself, because that was the theme, our theme to traverse, right? So what is the G of 4 1? 4 1. 4 1 is 8 value, right? So what is the value of G4 null here? 8. And what is the C34? We have already tested out. 12 plus 8 is 20. So what will be there? Its value is 20. So 9 we have already calculated. 9 plus 20 is 29, right? So one more thing to trace it out. We no need to write it over here right now. So one more thing is there. Up to now we have got here it's 20. Now we have to evaluate each and every one. Then after we have to find the minimum one in order to go from bottom to top, right? So now evaluate this. C43 is 9 at the at the leaf node. We have to evaluate each and every one. 3 null, that means 3 to 1. What is the value? 3 to 1, it's 6, right? So it's 6 here. So 9 plus 6 is 15. So among both of them, we have to evaluate which one is minimum. That will, we have to forward later, right? So among both of them, which one is this one will provide here 20 and it will provide here 15, right? So 10 plus 15 is 25, 25, and it is 29. Which one is minimum among of the both of them? 25 is minimum, right? So this will go here and it will exclude it here. So 25 will go here as a value of this particular part. 10 plus 25 is 35. Now I'm writing it 35 here, but before putting the value of 35 here, we need to calculate these two paths only also. So here, from here, G4 null, what we are getting over here? 4 1. 4 1 value is 8, right? So 4 1 is 8. So 10 plus 8 is 18 here. 18 pass over here. 13 plus 18, 31 is there, right? Now next, 2 to 1. What is the 2 to 1 value? Is 5 is there, right? So 8 plus 5 is 13 there. 13 passed over here. 12 plus 13 is 25. What is lesser value? Of course 31 and 25. 25 is lesser value. So need to transfer here 25. So 15 plus 25 is 40 here. I hope 2 1 plus 3 40. So now two values are there, 40 and 25, right? So now need to calculate this one part. So 3 1 here. 3 1. What is the value of 3 1 here? 3 1 is 6 here, right? So 6, 9 plus 6, 15 is there. Next, 13, 2 null. That means 2 1 is there. What is the value of 2 1 here? Value of 2 1 is 5. So what is next here? 2 1 is 5. 5. 13 plus 5 is 18. 15 is passed over here. 18 is passed over here, right? So 18 plus 9 is 27. And 15 plus 8 is 23, I think. Yes. So among both of them, which one is lesser one in value? 23. Now compute all these things, like this is 25, this is 40 and 23. What will be there? You have to find it out, right? So whatever is the minimum cost, that will pass over here. So that we will pass over here, right? So it's 20. Now just wait on here. 23 is passed over here. It's 20 plus 23. That means it is what? It's 43, not right? It's 43, and this one will become what? From here, what it is coming? So it was 31 and 25. 25 is coming, then 15 plus 25 is 40, right? So from here, 25 is coming, 10 plus 25 is 35 is there, right? So what are the values here? Final values here at this level: 35 here, 25 here, and 43 here. Which one is more optimal path? That is sorry to it's 40, not 40, it's 40. Which one is taking the minimum cost here in traversing here? Of course this one. So it will be passed over here at the node 1, 31, 35. That means that path is more optimal to cover. Which one path is more optimal? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. This one is a more optimal path to cover, because from here we are getting the less cost. So it was the overall, I think you are getting this point here. So this was the overall description or explanation about the traveling salesman. At last you are getting the 35. Now need to traverse, like put these values in table form. What it is actually, just erasing it. I've already mentioned you how to calculate these values, like 2 into null means 2 to 1. Again you have to come, null means here indicating we have already covered all the vertices. Now you have to come back to the starting vertex. This null is indicating that thing only. G of 2 1 you have to calculate, G of 4 1 you have to calculate, that are already mentioned into the matrix, adjacency matrix, that is shown in the question itself, right? So you can write the starting from the 2 null value in order to find the table. Like 2 null value you can write directly, 3 null value, 4 null value, all three values you can write directly, 5 6 8. Now if you have covered these values, now what it is left here with respect to 2, if you are taking the 2 as a node here, what is remaining? 3 is remaining. So 2 3, with respect to the 2 to 3, whatever is get here, you have to add those things. Each and every time, whatever is the possibilities, you are taking and you are storing it into the tables, right? Each and every value you are storing in the table. Like 2 or 3, if you have already covered 2, what is the value of this? 5. Now you want to cover it 3. So what will be the 3 value here from this? Like 3, if you want to cover 3, like so wait, we have already covered this thing, na? 2 to 3 also. We have already evaluated it somewhere. 2 to 3, this one part, right? So this, if we are taking this thing, so 2 3, whatever is there, 15 was coming here, right? So we are evaluating it one by one and directly storing it into the table, rather than if calculating each and every time this in order to fill this tree and it find out. Rather than taking the each and every calculation again, we have to store these values here in the table and directly take the values from the table itself. No need to calculate again and again. Take all the possibilities and store the values whatever you have calculated into the table, like this, right? At last what you will get here, like for 2 there are two possibilities. If you are taking 2, either you can go 3 or 4. Next, if you are taking 3 as a value here, there are further two possibilities. If you are on the 3, next move you can go to the 2 or 4, because 1 already covered. So next possibility, if you are taking like 3, then 4 and 4 also you can go. If you are taking 4, either you can go next to the 2 or 3. If you are taking 2, then 3 4 are the possibility. If you are taking 3, 2 4 are the possibility. Like no, nothing is there to move, only one nodes are there, the next two nodes are there. At last we have the single thing here in the list, we have the 3 nodes here, right? So for that purpose, at last we are getting 35. So the same thing whatever we have calculated in the tree itself, that we are storing here in the table itself, right? So everything is same, just computational part is reduced, so time of calculation time will also minimized. That make our task easier and make the complexity level little bit less. So in that manner we have calculated the shortest route for the traveling salesman person to cover all the cities exactly once. uh, and after that, at last you have to cover at the beginning point itself, from where he has started to cover all these points. So beginning, from where he has begun, he has to come back again at the same point. So for that particular thing, we have the shortest path and the distance is 35 as an answer. So it was an example to give you the clarity about what about the TSP, traveling salesman problem. So I hope it is clear to all. It's very simple and it's very easy, but it's a little bit complicated comparative to the other applications. So with the help of dynamic programming and table form, we can solve this type of problem, like this type of complicated problem. This problem is like NP hard problem, we can solve in the lesser time comparatively, not that much easier to find it out, but in the lesser time it will take comparatively. So it was all about the traveling salesman problem. In next lecture, we will discuss the Hamiltonian circuit and graph coloring problem for with respect to the dynamic programming, like how these applications of the dynamic programming you can solve it out. These are the problems, different problems you can apply in the practical implementation also. It's not restricted to you, like you have to solve these kind of problems also only that you are seeing in your syllabus. No, in practical implementation, anywhere you can apply the DP. This is the beauty of the DP. You can apply, you can innovate something new problem, and you can apply it yourself. Because it's non-recursive, you can apply this concept anywhere. It's up to you. So these are the example of the problems that we are solving here. It's only to give you the clarity or better understanding about the DP. Furthermore, you can apply the DP concept anywhere in the practical implementation during and in order to solve any of the problem, right? So in next lecture we will do continue. So stay tuned with the lecture series. Thank you. Have a nice day.